Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Janelle and today's video will be an update on my project pan. This is my year-long project pan. It was supposed to be 10 items. It somehow ended up being 12. I finished up 2. We're rolling in 1. So we're down to 11. Eventually we'll get this down to 10 and I'll start putting that in my title, Rolling 10 Pan. But let's get into today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps my small channel out a lot and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Without further ado, let's go. Item number 1. This is my Estee Lauder foundation. As you guys can tell, it's pretty empty. You can't really see any foundation in here. There's maybe like a little bit that I really couldn't get out, but for the most part, this is done. And I do have a lot of foundations that I do in a pan. As you guys can see, I have like some foundations there that are kind of sitting that I want to use. So yeah, I do have a foundation in my, I'm sorry, my ring light died. So sorry if the lighting is different. Let me see if this is okay. Okay, I'm hoping the lighting is all right. I do have a foundation that's in my Partners in Cream project pan. So I don't want to roll anything in yet because I'm focusing on that one. That's what I'm wearing today. But that's neither here nor there. I'm super excited to have finished off a foundation. I do have an empties video coming to you guys very soon with all the makeup that I finished up in the month of January. So stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and talk about our next product. But I would like to roll in some foundations eventually. Just not at the moment because the Glossier one is like so close to being finished. I don't want to just shock myself from finishing that one by paying another one. So we're just going to stick to not having a foundation in this particular project pan. So now let's talk about our NYX. This is our Dewy Finish setting spray. It feels like halfway done. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I think this should be done next month. If I squeeze it, I feel like it's about here. So yeah, this setting spray sets my makeup and makes it last a little bit longer than not wearing any setting spray. It's not as good as my One Size Beauty setting spray, but this one is pretty good and I like it. I would repurchase this because I like to have like a little guy in my makeup bag. Obviously I have the jumbo size of the One Size Beauty one, so hopefully I can, you know, have something like this in my bag again. So I would repurchase this when I finish it. I really enjoy the natural finish. It's what I set my makeup with today. Now, drum roll please. This is so exciting. I want to talk about my Glossier Cloud Paint. I did use this all up. As you guys can see, it's pretty flat, and yeah, I kind of use this like a bronzy blush situation, and I don't want to cut this open. It was kind of already popping out of the seam because this is super old, and I think I did have a backup of this too, or was this the backup? I don't know. But anywho, I wouldn't repurchase this. The Glossier Cloud Paints aren't my favorite formula. This shade is better than the other shade that I had, which was Puff, and then I think I have like a berry shade that I only use like once or twice that I probably should give a chance to, because if it's more like this formula, then I like it better than the Puff color. That one's just a little watery and not so pigmented and good. This one packed a punch, so yeah. But I don't like the messy application and stuff. I prefer like a stick or like a wand applicator. But this guy is gone, and I do have a replacement for this one. Similar color, but just better format, and I love the effect that it gives, and I will repurchase the one I'm rolling in. So this is the M Cosmetics. This is their So Soft Pearl Tea blush, which is like a cream blush, and I don't have much of this left. This is all I have left in this guy, and it's such a beautiful color. I use it as a bronzy blush, so I kind of like contour my face with it, just put it everywhere and blend it out, and it gives like, it sculpts a little bit, but we're leaving like a beigey, pinky, natural flush to the cheek. So that's the color there. I really enjoy this. This is in my makeup bag, and it's been serving a really good purpose, and I love the cream to almost like soft matte formula. So yeah, I am gonna repurchase this probably when I run out. I might use some more blushes in my collection before I do so, but this is one that I really enjoy and like. Next blush we have to talk about is my ColourPop blush. I believe this was from like Jasmine and Aladdin collection or something. I'll insert a picture where we were last update. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the Snow White Fair Enough blush, and side-by-side comparison. Oh my god, isn't this really good progress? Like, I've been using this. I do have it underneath today, and I topped it off with the Chanel blush, but oh my god, I'll give you guys a swatch. It's very pigmented, but I used up, I want to say like half of it, but I heard these are a little bit more easier to use up, and it's like this punchy pink with gold shimmer, and then if you use it lightly, it's just a lighter pink. That's also very beautiful. So yeah, I like to put this underneath my makeup, and then I go over with concealer. I like to use this under makeup, and then I go over with concealer and powder, and it just leaves a beautiful flush on the cheek. I really enjoy it. It's small, compact. Throw it in my bag and use it all the time. My daughter's been stealing it. The picture of Snow White has been rubbing off, so it's small and compact and fits in my bag. So yeah, I really enjoy using this. Next up, let's talk bronzer. I did use my MAC bronzer as much as possible. A lot of the times this was like substituting it, just because I don't have room in my makeup bag to bring a lot of brushes. I'll bring like a foundation brush and a blush brush, and that's about it. And I don't want to muddy it with this other one. And I bring like a puff. But anyways, here is where our MAC Give Me Some bronzer was last time, and here I am now. So yeah, it's getting flat. I do have it on today. If I apply too much, it could be a little orangey, so I kind of like to apply my concealer and powder under my eyes, then I do bronzer everywhere, and then I go in with another layer of powder, but this time everywhere. Yeah, I think eventually it will be done. There's some bronzers that are on my purchase list, bronzers I have in my collection that I want to use up, but hopefully this will be done by the end of the year. I just think it's going to take a little bit longer. Next up, let's talk powder. So I fell in love with the Tower 28 powder. I really didn't like it because it left like a little bit of a white cast, but I would just like have to really push it in with my powder puff, and it's pretty good. Locks my makeup in without feeling drying, and it gives like a soft matte blurring effect. I don't know why people aren't talking about this Tower 28 one, and I wish they had this like in a tinted color, because I think that would work for a lot of people, and I just want a tinted one. Let me know what your favorite pressed powder is. But anyways, here we were a last update, and here we are now. I use this every day in my makeup bag. And sometimes even when I'm not on the go, I still use this. So yeah, this is getting used like 5 to 7 times a week. It's almost done. I know for sure this will be done by the next update. So I'll go ahead and roll in a new one to start working on once I finish that, so we don't have to wait a whole month to roll something in. So I do want to roll in my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. This is in One Fair Pale. And I do have pan on this guy, and I would like to just expand that pan, hopefully use this up. It used to be a favorite, but now I just like the Givenchy. I'm kind of sad that they reformulated it, because the illuminating one is not really as good as the matte one. If you just kind of like dust off the, I don't know if it's glitter, but the shininess, it kind of does the same thing. But yeah, I'm gonna shop around for some loose setting powders. Let me know if you've tried the Givenchy and you have something similar in your collection that does the same thing. I want to try out some powders that'll give me that Givenchy effect. But anyways, this is a powder. I'll take a picture of it, and this is what we'll be panning after we pan the Tower 28. I like having a compact in my bag, so I don't think loose powders are the way to go, since I do my makeup like in the car or at work or something, or sometimes like 5 minutes when I'm about to be out the door and I don't want to be rummaging through my drawers. So I just like to have a little bag, and I can do it like in the living room while I'm getting like the kids ready for school and stuff. So there's that. Next, let's talk highlighters. Highlighter on my nose. I'll show you my Dior palette. Of course, there's not huge difference in this, but I have been using this. I dip into the pink one, a little in the peach one, but not really. I just use these colors mainly. So I will continue to use this, but I don't even think we'll hit pan by the end of the year. It's just something to have in the forefront of my mind to use this since it's new and it was expensive. And next, let's talk an older product. I have my Hourglass highlighter, and this is in the shade Champagne Strobe Light. I'll insert a picture of where we were last time, and here we are now. I use this as much as possible, but sometimes I want to use like a cream highlight or no highlight. So yeah, we're getting there slow and steady. I think in the next 2 to 3 months it should be hopefully gone. And I haven't really touched the other ones. Eventually I would like to pan these bronzers and blushes, but we're just focusing on the highlighter for now. Let's talk an eyeshadow palette that I've been wearing a lot. Pretty much 5 days a week, like every day that I'm going to work, this is what I'm throwing on my eyes, except when I had an eyeshadow palette from Decca Painting. I used that 5 times to just get it out of the way, but other than that, I use this all month. Today I did use that palette from Decca Painting on my eyes to get some more use on it. That's why we're going for a colorful pink look, and it is February. Happy February. You guys will be seeing a lot of pink looks from me. I'm gonna play around with my pinks and reds in my collection. I pulled out a lot of lipsticks, lip liners, blushes, cream blushes, powder blushes, that kind of stuff to play around with color. But this is a very neutral palette. I'm going to show you my Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerate palette, and here we are now. We made a lot of progress. So I did hit pan on the white shade, which surprised me because I really don't use it, but now I've been using it. I did go on my whole entire lid today with this, not under the brow bone but everywhere else. But on days for work, I kind of just slap this everywhere as a base color, and it looks absolutely stunning. I've actually been using these 2 shades and this bronzy shade, which was not my favorite, but now I'm kind of liking it. I use these 3 colors as a look every day. When I sit down at home and if I have time, I'll throw this matte shade in there, or sometimes when I'm pulling for other colors, I'm throwing that matte shade with other palettes to create looks. But for the most part, the creamier ones, I've just been using my finger to create looks with it. And as you guys can see, it's like pretty thin on the white and the glittery shade. So eventually I would like to hit pan on the bronzy shade, but I think it's going to take pretty much all year to do that. But super happy with the progress that I've made on this, and I've made some pretty good neutral quick eye looks, and it's great for on the go. Next eyeshadow palette is my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'll show you guys where we were at last update, and we are focusing on Cypress Umber, and here we are now with Cypress Umber, and I do have it in my brows today. That's pretty much the only way I use it, sometimes in the crease or outer edge, but yeah. And then I'll show you the whole palette. I've been using this shade everywhere, and sometimes I'll dip into the other mattes, but I'm super happy with where we are with Cypress Umber, and the rest of the palette is still being used, so that is amazing. We have 2 more products, and that'll conclude today's video. I do want to start throwing in some lip products in here, so hopefully we can get through some of these products. I can throw in lip products eventually, I think. Let's talk our Versace. I didn't mark this with a permanent marker, but it looks like I have maybe like 3 days worth. Like there's like just a little bit at the very, very bottom. You're not gonna be able to tell because it's like a dark blue color, but yeah. I'll do a side-by-side comparison. I don't think we can see anything. Sol de Janeiro though. I also didn't mark with a marker, but I've been using this. We were kind of like between the 4, like halfway through the 4, and now we're at the bottom of 40. So super happy with that. I've been using that combination every single day. Once I run out of my Versace one, I'll probably start using something else, and this one will stay in the project pan. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are planning down below, and until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Take care.